think you know him. He's not much for words. He's hidden his heart away. Oh, the right one came. The right one came along. Whoa, the right one came along. Hey guys, Drue James here from LearnGuitarInLondon.com playing I've Got This Friend by The Civil Wars, which is my latest song crush. Really enjoying this one at the moment. So I'm going to get straight into the lesson. This is a video of two parts. I'll tell you how to get the second part a little bit later. Okay, so let's get started with that part at the beginning. So what we're doing is we're making a D power chord. For those of you who know how to do that, you can pop that together. For those of you who don't, I'm going to show you. So you take your first finger, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's how I number the fingers, and you're putting it on the 5th fret, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as you count other bits of metal in the frets, on the A string, there, okay? And then, with your, so the A string, I label the strings just so we know. Eddie 8 Dynamite Goodbye Eddie. Those of you who are regulars of my channel know that already. So this is the A string, we've got the finger on there. Now your 3rd and 4th finger, okay, are holding down on the 7th fret on the D string and the 7th fret also on the G string. And they need to be locked together in this sort of shape here. Okay, so that should be what you've got. Alright, cool. So that's called a power chord, that's your D power chord, or power chord with the octave, if we're going to be technical. So your thumb is starting on the bass note. The bass note is on the A string, so we're going thumb on there. Okay, so we're going thumb, pinch, pinch. Now pinching is just pulling 2 strings at the same time. We're using our index and middle finger on this hand, and we're pinching the 3rd and 4th finger that we're holding down, so they link up there. Okay, so it's, okay? So it's thumb, pinch, pinch, thumb, pinch, thumb, pinch. Okay, and there is a slightly different note there, which I'm going to take you through in just a second. Just before we do that, something to make the song, give it a little bit more life and a bit more percussive. Okay? We're going to be doing that using left hand muting. Okay? So as we pick the strings, you hear that chord in the middle is stopping. Okay? And that's not by accident. So how I'm doing that is I'm lifting up the strings but keeping my fingers on the strings. I'll feel that again. I'm coming off the fretboard but I'm keeping my fingers in contact with the strings to stop them from ringing. So I'm going, so that's called left hand muting. This is without left hand muting. Can you hear the difference? Yeah? So it's called staccato, it's short and punchy. Okay, so I'm doing left hand muting in that chord in the middle, on the pinch. And then on the second pinch, I'm letting it ring. Okay? Another thing you can do as well, if you like, and I've seen them do it in the live video, which is where I've transcribed this from, is... So what I'm doing there is I'm just taking this part of my knuckles and I'm popping it down on the strings to give that percussive little whack sound, so it's... Okay, that's actually what it does in the record. You can do that with a combination of left hand muting. And that will give you that great intro. So that's the intro and the verse of the song, okay? And the verse gets repeated a few times. So we'll just do it very slowly. Without the whacking. It's up to you if you want to do that or not. With the whacking. Okay, great. So work on that, and that's your verse and intro. Now we've got this. Okay, one thing to note is the rhythm is more or less exactly the same throughout the whole song. There are a few changes in part 2 of the video, but it's more or less exactly the same. So once you get the hang of it, it's really easy. So I'll just quickly do that one more time. So it's thumb, pinch, pinch, thumb, pinch, thumb, pinch. Once you get that, it's really easy, okay? So next, we're going to go to the 3rd fret on the thickest string, okay? And we're going to take our 3rd finger and hold that down there to make a G. And the thumb is now just changing from the A string to the thicker string. So it's the same thing, with or without the whacking. Okay? Thumb. I'll do it slower. Then we're changing chord to a B power chord with the octave, okay? So if you remember, I talked about it as a shape at the beginning. This is where we are with the D, okay? This is the beginning of the song. And what we're doing is we're going to go down the musical alphabet, D, D flat, C, B, okay? There's no flat between B and C, so that's why we go from C to B. And this is where we are. So first finger on the second fret, third and fourth finger on the D and G string, okay? Same shape as up here, essentially. Cool. Once you get the hang of the shapes with power chords, it makes them a lot easier. And then this is the same rhythm, it's just that our thumb is coming down to the A string. Okay, so it's... Then we're going back to the G. Okay, so what am I doing there? I'm doing B for half the bar. Then I'm changing to an A power chord. I'll show you how to do that. So it's from the B, this is the only difference. So it's thumb, pinch, pinch, then the A. And that's on the thumb, pinch, thumb, pinch. So I'll take you through how to do that. So we're going B, power chord, then A. Now, to do this A power chord, you can do it one of two ways. If you're slightly less experienced on the guitar, use your first and second finger to hold down the second and third, the second fret on the D and G string. If you've got a few more muscles in your fingers, been playing a bit longer, what you can do is do a little bar chord and hold down those two strings on that fret. It's up to you. You can try both, okay? This takes a bit more, a few more muscles to get the hang of it. So I'm going to do that whole chorus now. I'll do it nice and slowly. Repeat. The right one came. Okay, so what I'm doing there is I'm just holding that A for a bit longer. And then I'm giving it a little strum. You can do it this way as well. I'm giving it a little strum with my thumb there, okay? And if you want, you can just fill in the octave, so putting your third finger down on the second fret as well, so they're all wedged together if you know how to do an A. And then, depending on where we are in the song, we either then go back to, or we do the bridge, okay, which I'm going to show you how to do in part 2 of the video. So, that has been everything, okay? I hope you've kept up, and I hope you've enjoyed the song as much as I do. I've got no idea actually sort of how famous the song is or anything like that. I've just done it because I absolutely love it. So I'm going to play it through really, really slowly, and then that will be the end of the lesson, and I'll tell you how to get the next part. So that's the verse with the whacking. Okay, chorus. Repeat. Hold the A. Okay. And the verse with the chorus with the whacking. Great, so that is all the parts. I really hope that's been useful for you. You can play most of the song. The only other little thing is you need to play the bridge there. There's a guy doing DIY next door. Very annoying. I thought he'd been quiet. Anyway, to get the next part, what you've got to do is it's really, really simple. You've just got to go to my website, which is learnguitarinlondon.com, and you just need to sign up there to the student area. All that takes is just an email address. That's all you've got to do, and I send out an email once a month just full of sort of tips on playing the guitar and what I'm up to, latest videos, etc. So it's all beneficial for you if you're learning the guitar. So if you go there, and then when you sign up, it will then say you can now watch part 2 of the Civil Wars video. Very, very simple. Great. Thank you so much for listening, and once again, take care and see you again soon for another lesson. Bye.